or drops the Dart Templar, takes out the SCV building the academy, and he's gonna try to take out this academy before Lomo can start building the friggin' Comsat station. Jeez, couldn't remember the name. So only one turret up, so Lomo doesn't have much vision of the Dark Templars coming down. So that was a good timing by Jaehoon, but now Comsat stations are building at both command centers. Academy's up just in time to be able to make those 2 Comsat stations spawn, and then the Academy got taken out, but now it doesn't really matter because some Comsat stations are up. Shuttle still lingering outside of Lomo's base. Vulture's trying to get out of here and trying to do some harassment. And Lomo's pushing out with a big force. Those big number of factories are now going to fruition. He's got a ton of forces out here. Jaehoon was laying down a ton of gateways in order to defend against this because he saw just how many factories that Lomo had. So Lomo's setting up for his push. He's going to build up some turrets and start working on pushing outside of the map, getting some map control. God, that's a ton of forces at this juncture in the game. So Jaehoon's got to make sure and try to stave off this for as long as possible so he can get his reinforcements up. Using the observer to spot the mines. He's still got that shuttle, so he's gonna be able to do some Zealot bombs and Dark Templar bombs. That's an expensive bomb, but a bomb nonetheless to drop all over these tanks. There's a good line of mines over there, right in front of the ramp for the hill, so that way the tanks can get good vision and can see for like a lot farther than normal. Anyway, I can't talk for crap right now. This is just a ton of action happening right now. Both players basking up a ton of units. Both players working off a really low econ build because both players only have 2 bases right now. These probes are in here trying to stop the SCV from getting in here. Lomo's trying to sneak around the base, the backside of Jaehoon, and get some probe kills and start harassing this back door. Jaehoon's going to reinforce because he has a ton of spotter pylons back here. And Lomo's forces are going to get sandwiched in here between the 2 forces of Jaehoon. I don't know if this is such a great move by Lomo. He's losing a ton of forces. Tanks are going down. SCV is trying to build. Speed's done for the Zealots. Jaehoon continue to reinforce. He still hasn't taken out a lot of the tanks. Arbiters are up. But, Lomo's coming in here. Sneaks in through the front door while Jaehoon was trying to take out the forces in the back, and it's taking out a ton of probes, laying down a ton of mines. A ton of probes dying. Almost all of them. Oh, Arbiter's over here to try to cloak the probes, but Jaehoon, of course, has scanned, but he's lost a ton of probes, and he's in Lomo's all over his base, taking out lots of workers. And going to be expanding down here, or that's up top, at the northern expansion. Mines are up, and the Zealots get taken down, but not before they get a ton of kills. And at this juncture of the game, all of your workers are important because both players are working off such low econ builds. Regardless, Jaehoon taking the time to expand at his southern location, so both players are expanding around the same time. But Lomo scouts it out, and he's going to come in here and try to take out the expansion before he can get running. He's got a ton of vultures in here. Jaehoon had to wall himself off on the left side because he doesn't want the vultures to sneak through. But there's mines on the right side, and he's not going to be trying to take out the vultures harassing his newest expansion. He's just going to try and push in. God, I wish you could see my mini-map. It's so small. Jaehoon really needs to get some harassment on Lomo's workers. He needs to come in here and take out this expansion or something, because he hasn't done any harassment to Lomo's economy, whereas Lomo's taking out a ton of workers and has continued to stream units, and he has expansion up. Big group of vultures moving out around here. And this probe is walking around on top of these mines. If he wasn't floating, he'd be so dead. That probe has no idea how lucky he is. So he's going to be walling off this expansion completely to keep out the vultures. Stupid, stupid vultures. Vultures is a good song by John Mayer. Yeesh. No. Okay. My roommate says no. So he's going to be coming here trying to do a recall, it looks like. But mines placed all over the place and turns are up. This Arbiter's dancing around. Oh, don't recall on top of those mines. He's looking for a spot to get in. He's taking a ton of hits from these turrets. He's looking for the best spot to recall. And he's probably going to do it on top of this base. But good reactions by Lomo. Recalls on top of the base. But the base is lifting. The SCVs are gone. He's going to be able to take out the Academy, possibly the base. Probably not the base, actually. It's floating away. And Lomo is reinforcing with vultures. That base is going to stay alive. And Jaehoon really didn't get anything done with that recall, and he's losing a ton of his forces. And Lomo handled that handily. He's going to try to build a turret to block off that ramp, but these zealots slip by, but they're going to be taken out by the vultures. So, I don't really know what Jaehoon can do at this point. Arbiter's almost going down. Using the scans, taking out the rest of the Dragoons. Jaehoon's trying to expand again down here at the bottom. And Lomo was harassing it with the SCV. That SCV is like, I got this. I'll take out this Nexus by myself. Anyway, this Arbiter is floating dangerously near that turret. And he's going to try to harass this CC with the Arbiter. And Arbiters are so strong, as you know. Sarcasm. Another expansion going out for Lomo. Lomo's just going to wait for his upgrades to finish before he makes a huge push. And he's got Goliaths out. Those Goliaths took out the Arbiter. Observer was showing us that's one of those Goliaths was owning face. Shuttle goes down for Jaehoon. Another Arbiter out. He's going to come in here and try to do another recall, it looks like. But again, great reactions by Lomo. And this is going to get... Oh, man, that's a tiny recall if he's using that force. He's going to come in here, right on top of these SCVs. Recall... Nope, no recall. He's just going to try to harass these workers with the Arbiter. He's waiting for the best possible time to recall. He's looking for an area. It's so tense. Lomo's looking all over the place, making sure he knows exactly where Jaehoon's going to try to recall. Goliaths are over here trying to take out the Arbiter. Don't recall there. That would be terrible. He's going to come in here and try to do the recall. Recall! Recall all over these SCVs. Recalled an Arbiter in as well. He could do a double recall. Nope. Use his other Arbiter to stasis the tanks. And he's laying down a ton of pressure on this expansion, doing a much better recall this time than last time. But Lomo has a ton of forces over here. Tanks are stasis. And Jaehoon is losing the brunt of his army. These Dragoons are going to go down. Meanwhile, he's pushing up here at the northern side to try to take out, or try to lay pressure on two different fronts at once. But these Dragoons are going to go down. Lomo just has too many forces and he's mining from too many bases.